For so long, I have tied my self-worth to my outward appearance, to how I look, to my weight. And for reference, so you can understand what I'm talking about here, back in from 2022 to 2023, I was going through some of the hardest times of my life. And right in the middle of all of that, I had gained like a good 30 pounds. I went from the 160s to the 190s. What felt like literally overnight. It didn't obviously literally happen overnight, but it was just one of those things where like I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, like this is the reflection of everything that has been happening to me. And so I've been on this weight loss journey for a while. I mean, I've been trying to lose the weight ever since I gained it. It's something that just held so much power over my head. And I kept telling myself that your problems will be solved once you get back down to the weight. Like in my head, the way my brain was working at the time was I jumped so quickly from the 160s to the 190s. And so psychologically, the 160s was a number for me where it was like, if I can get back down to that weight, I will truly be able to reclaim my narrative. I will be able to take my power back. I will be able to prove myself to all these people who have done me wrong, all of these situations that just were thrown onto me in my life that was all going on at the same time. And so I have a journal entry here that I made about it. I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna talk about it real quick. So I said, I thought losing the weight would help me gain my power back. I thought it would be a reclamation of my narrative. I carried so much weight on me, and I'm not talking about the body fat. I'm talking about the failures I thought I'd never be able to overcome. I lost the weight, and now all that's left is the truth. The truth of the underachieved, the truth of hiding my problems, the truth of facing all these vices when the true demon I needed to face was myself and my own insecurities. I've been lying to myself for a very long time, and I think it's time to face the scary truths. I'm not as successful as I claim to be. I'm not as smart as I claim to be. I'm not better than anyone. I've been acting like a scared little girl running from the monster under her bed. So what brought on the thought of like creating this journal entry that I wrote? Right now, I am sitting in the 160s. And the initial feeling was like, holy crap. Like I did it. The first initial thought was, holy shit, I did it. Like I actually did it. And then immediately after, I was like, wait, I still have to fix my career. I have been allowing people to view myself as someone who is not deserving because inherently I've been telling myself I'm not deserving. When this whole time, regardless of the number on the scale, I have always been deserving. I have always been deserving of the opportunity to advance in my career, the opportunity to find love, the opportunity to make friends with true, genuine people who care about me. I have always been capable and able to obtain these opportunities, but I am the only one who was holding myself back because I saw this as I saw the number on the scale as a representation of allowing others to walk all over me. Because so back in when I was going through the mass all-time high stress that I was going through in 2022, it was really 2022 to 2024. Like, it was 2 years of rock bottom pure hell. I'm not exaggerating either. So yeah, I kept allowing myself to believe the narrative that this is all happening to me because of the way I look. So when I lose the weight, when I change the way I look, all of these things will stop happening to me. I lose the weight. I am now in the 160s. And I realized hitting that goal is only, it's just that, it's only hitting that goal. It doesn't change how capable I am in a career. It doesn't change how deserving I am of love. It doesn't change how good of a friend I can be to others. But for so long, it's almost as if I identified the weight as what others have done to me. So in order for me to receive what I deserve, I have to get rid of this excess weight. The weight has been lifted, but the problems are still there. Like, I thought it was going to be hard to admit that, but the honest truth is that it feels relieving to say it out loud. Because now that it's said out loud, it's like, okay, well, what's next? And I am in the process of writing a book about how to break out of cycles consciously, so you can start living a better life for yourself. And this is kind of the basis of where it all started. For so long, when I was at rock bottom, the easiest narrative to claim was the one that my external affairs, the people around me, the situations in front of me are the reason why I am not where I should be. But the truth of the matter is, I am not where I want to be because, one, I have never truly accepted where I am in the present moment. I'm always looking towards the future. I'm always looking towards the next thing. And in doing so, I have essentially given my power away. And reclaiming my power is reclaiming the present moment. The person who I am right here today in front of this camera, talking to you, trying to help anyone. I hope this story helps someone out there. I don't know. But the point that I'm trying to make is the stories that we tell ourselves, the external stories that we tell ourselves, the walls that we put up to make ourselves feel safe from the discomfort, those are the stories, those are the walls that need to be broken down. Because that is how the cycle keeps repeating itself. That is how the pattern keeps showing up in your life. For so long, I was putting the problem of my weight onto everything that was going around me. Like, it was an insanely stressful time, but at the end of the day, like I said in the journal entry, instead of dealing with the problem at hand, I was looking for vices. I was looking to party every weekend. I was looking to garden every day. I was looking to binge scroll, binge watch TV. I was looking for an escape of the hell that was my life. And this problem, it stayed with me for those 2 years because instead of facing the real problem, I was hiding from it. I was choosing to numb from the pain instead of taking accountability that this is my life and no one is going to save me. No one is going to break me free from any of this. There's no cop out. There's no amount of numbness that can change the situation at hand. And all of this like hit me like a whirlwind. As soon as I stepped off the scale and I saw that I was in the 160s, I was like, okay, so I achieved that goal, but I didn't actually do any of the other things that I needed to do. And so now I am on this journey of really building my life from scratch. I kid you not. I'm done numbing. I've been free from gardening since Halloween, and that is something I will never go back to. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be fully transparent here. I still do love a good binge. I love a good TV show. I love a good doom scroll. And every time I do it, I will tell myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this, but at least I'm not doing this while I'm it's bad, but it's also like progression, okay? I don't drink anymore. I don't chase. It's not that I don't drink anymore. It's that I'm not out here chasing highs. Before, I was always chasing highs. I'm chasing the peak, the thrill of the moment, the parties. Like, I was chasing the avoidance of not having to deal with the problems at hand. And it feels like a weight off of my shoulders just saying that out loud, because now that it's like I've claimed this, I know this to be true. Now there is truly something to be done about it. Now there is a turning point in the story. And it starts with me owning the path that I want to take. And the path that I want to take, I want to build an online brand for myself. I want to be an author. I want to be a best-selling author. I want to help people. I want to come into people's lives and help them get out of the cycles that have been torturing them for years. Because I, from the bottom of my heart, know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be stuck in such a deep pit of disparity that all you can possibly think of is, I must be cursed because there's no way this is real life. I'm here to tell you, you are not cursed. You are only living by the design of what you know, and you are fully capable of changing it. You are fully capable of breaking these cycles. And I'm here to help you do it. So if you're still listening, please drop a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's start a conversation about the story that we are telling ourselves and the narrative, the story that we want to be living in. Because the story that I was telling myself for so long, I was telling myself, it's not me. I don't understand why this keeps happening to me. I literally must be cursed. That is the story that I was telling myself. And the story that I am telling myself now, today, in this moment, is that if it hasn't happened for you yet, it is only a matter of time. Because you're putting in the work every single day. You're showing up every single day. And so without a doubt, you will have your moment. You will have your time. And I encourage you to start telling yourself that. And if you still feel that bitterness, if you still feel that hatred, that feeling of not being seen, that feeling of not being heard, that feeling of being misunderstood, that feeling of wanting to be understood so badly, I want you to think about the people that have wronged you. I want you to think about the situations that you feel like you cannot come back from. And I want you to look in the mirror as you are thinking about this. And when you're thinking about this, look yourself in the eyes and say, fuck you, watch this. To all the people who have wronged you, to all the situations that you feel like you can't come back from, fuck you, watch this.